Hello and a very good evening to all our viewers. You're on ThePapare.com. This is Dialog Rugby League match week 3. We are up with the final game for the week, and CHNFC will host their force in this picturesque Racecourse Stadium in Colombo 7. It's going to be an interesting clash. We've seen exciting rugby, both local and international. Just this morning we saw Fiji making a breakthrough win against France in the final week for international. Let's see if Air Force will be brave enough to cause an upset as well. So you're on ThePapare.com. Live pictures coming to you from the Dialog Rugby League here at the Racecourse Stadium. It's going to be a very warm, sunny conditions prevailing here in the Racecourse grounds, but expect the rain to come later on. That was how the games in the last few days have proven. Alongside me to talk you through this game, I have with me Kavint Rajapaksa. Kavint, it's going to be an exciting game, but expect the rain to play a big factor in this game.
A very good evening. Yes, the rain will play a very important factor here. Even yesterday we saw in the Kandy Air Force game, that is the confirmation. Even in yesterday we saw the forwards playing a huge factor. The Kandy emerged 38 points to 10 victorious, and here again CH have the bigger forwards. They have the experience lot, but what can Air Force make out of this game? CH are currently in 6th position. They have lost 2, and they have their star man Samuel Madhuwantha with the kicking boot.
Weather conditions here should be very conducive for Samuel Madhuwantha. Let's take a look at the conditions. But thunderstorms is what the weather forecasts say. Don't let the hot and warm conditions fool you. We saw the downpour in the Police game and in the Havelocks game as well. So that's the forecast for now. Let's see, Havelock Sports Club also winning their first game. They are unbeaten. So are CR and Kandy Sports Club. CHNFC backpedaling, although they had momentum with them. They won the 7th, but they are eagerly waiting for their first win. You're on ThePapare.com. We'll take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we will have action from this encounter of CHNFC taking on Air Force.
Crescent Mini Keeves. Try it. Love it. The original Mini Keeves, only from Crescent.
Breeder Fast Pulsar NS160 with wider tyres and twin disc brakes from David Pierce Motor Company Private Limited.
Crunchy Munchy.
Fiery Kochi.
Crescent Kochi Bites. Try it. Love it. The original Kochi Bites, only from Crescent.
sophisticated selection of Yardley, London.
It ain't easy, but it's almost over.
Welcome back to live pictures on your number one sports hub beyond ThePapare.com. We are bringing you live pictures from the CHNFC Air Force encounter here at the Colombo Racecourse. Speaking about CHNFC, Kevin, they've got a lot of momentum with themselves, but unfortunately they've not been able to get themselves those important victories so far.
Yes, they have lost. You can't really say they have lost by huge margin. It was just 1 point, 24-23 against CR, and a 1 point game there at Havis. So it is important to get over the line for CH today against Air Force. This Air Force team played very well against Kandy in the first week and followed up with Army, even though they lost. So players like Gantha Itmalagoda, Jahan Seelagama, Rumesh Ramdas, they need to step up for Air Force if they are to cause an upset, and players like Samuel Madhuanta, Prasad Madhusanka have been playing very well, even though CH have been a little unlucky this so far in the season.
Rightfully said. So we'll take a look at the results of the match week 3. We saw 3 games played over the weekend. Havelock Sports Club running away with this one. Maybe not yet recovered from that loss against CRNFC at Valisara. They were struggling. So did Tilna Veerasinghe. Didn't have the best of games, so that game ended 22 points to 18. Police Sports Club, the very unfortunate side, losing out with the newest court ruling that prevents the foreign players from participating due to the interim order. So Police, very unfortunate. CRNFC, we saw them running away with that one. Kavidu Pereira leading that back line for CRNFC. They showed their potential. I was speaking to Coach Nilufer Ibrahim as well. He said that it was an opportunity. People were asking questions about their back line, and this week they proved out, say that their back line is one of the best. Then we move on to Ratmalana. Worries for Kandy Sports Club with Nigel Rathwat also getting himself injured, with Arshad Jamalin looking to play a bigger leadership role in that number 10 jersey.
And even more trouble yesterday as Heshan Kalara walked away and Ganuko Disanayaka too got himself injured. So more worries. Kandy are never looking like the Kandy team they were 2 seasons back, even the last season. So a lot of injury worries. And for Police, it was really unlucky. As we see the points table, Kandy, even though they haven't played like a Kandy outfit from last season, they are still on top with 18 points, 3 bonus points, they have scored 4 tries in every game, and followed up by CRNFC. Yesterday they got the bonus point of the 4 tries, so 16 points, 4 Havelocks as well. So Navy followed up with just 1 victory against Police, that's 7 points, followed up by Army, CH and Police. So Air Force, it's a bottom table clash today. CH taking on Air Force yet to secure a point.
CH might get a bit disheartened when you say it's a bottom of the table clash, Kavin, that they expect to finish on top of the table this week with their enforcements. They brought in a lot of new blood into that CHNFC lineup. We'll take a look at what happened last year. Last year was a different game. It was the first time that CHNFC saw new blood as Samuel Madhuanta kicked things off in this Racecourse Stadium itself. What I could remember was the only fight back from Air Force was those turnovers and those rocks from Radhija Seniratna playing at number 7. He was at his prime. Unfortunately, didn't win that one.
There again, Samuel Madhuanta. He'll be doing a lot of that, kicking the penalties, kicking the long penalties. We saw a 60-meter penalty last week against Havelock.
I think he has been the match winner for the CHNFC side on several occasions. This game ending 10 points to 9 at halftime, went down to the wire. It was a high scorer. There you go on your screens. Plenty of mistakes coming in from Air Force as well. I think that's something Coach Ferretti Verabula must be looking at this season. They did not have a good coach, a proper coach throughout the 14 weeks of action. Of course, this time around they have a better structure in place. So Air Force looking very confident, but just that they've not been able to convert it into wins. As Leek Eagle goes over for that one. Leek Eagle was absolutely outstanding last season. Just that he's spending his stint overseas, playing in an Ireland Tier 2 division club. So his services are also going to be missed by CHNFC.
Yes, but plenty of experience has found its way to CHNFC. Niroshan Pereira, Hiranta Pereira, combining in that Nishan Pereira, combining in that center combination, and a lot of experience for Avish Kali and Samuel Madhuanta during the course of the year.
Taking a look at the encounters played so far, I think CHNFC did not play on one season for 2014-2015. They were out of funds, but out of the 7 encounters that were played, Air Force are fortunate. In fact, in an unusual manner, they are on top, winning 4 games to 3 against CHNFC.
It was just the last season that CH started winning. They ended their 31-match drought. So Air Force has been on the top, but this time around it will be a different game. CH clearly the favorites to win the game on paper, but we will really look forward for the 80 minutes to come.
Speaking about the Air Force team, plenty of good names, plenty of big names who have been in this club rugby season. They are seasoned players for this Air Force lineup, but expect some good action from Gayanth Idumagoda, who is playing as first 5/8 for the team. He has been a veteran for this Air Force side, captained the side on several occasions as well. But meanwhile, interesting omission from this side is Jehan Silagama, who will not start this game. Coach Ferretti has insisted that he will play this game from the bench due to a persistent injury. So that's going to be a good opportunity for Surya Krishan. Surya Krishan is one of the fastest people in this Air Force side. We'll take a look at the team cards as well. CHNFC, first off, Kavint run us through this team card. Plenty of experience, plenty of combinations in this team.
Yeah, Satya Ranatunga, Pulas Dasanayak and Henry Terence, plenty of experience in the front row. Matish Sarachandra and Chatura Dilshan has been very good in the first 2 matches, forming the lock combination. Nivanka Prasad and Yoshita Rajapaksha in the third rows, and Rohit Rajapaksha playing at number 8. Avish Kali has been brilliant at scrum half. Samuel Madhuanda, Anuradha Herath, Ryan Veerakone, Nishon Pereira and Naveen Henakankanamge. He has started off the season well. It will be a lot to come from him, as Avantali will secure things at the fullback position. Kalnu Karivasam, Prasad Madhusankar, he'll drop to the bench as Pulasti will make his way. Timi Ramanda, Sudarshan Muthuvanti will start from the bench, and Sudham Suryarachi, 2 interesting calls. Kushan Nindunil will be back, and Vishwa Kiryal, 2 drops to the bench. So a strong, very strong bench for CH.
Interesting. I'm interested about this combination. Coach Ronnie Ibrahim has brought back last year's 9 and 10 combination to the CHNFC team in the expense of dropping the national player, the national prospect Sudham Suryarachi to the bench. And interestingly to see number 12 Ryan Veerakone makes his place back into the side. He was starting from the bench all this while. It's going to be a good break for Veerakone as well. Naveen Henakankanamge was interesting. Scored that opening try in the second try in that CRCH game, but more or less he has been very effective in defense for CHNFC.
And the surprising thing was Ryan Veerakone substituted to that number 8 position in the last game against Havelock. So he'll be at his preferred centre position, played for school.
Let's take a look at the Air Force side. Kanishka Vikramasinghe, Lairude and Kumar, the Captain Charles Praveen, former Anthonian, former police representative, will make that front row. Tilna Bandara, who was impressive in that 2016-17 season, will make his comeback in that second row position. Missed out on national selection by a margin. Jayavira Nilantha, Shaminda Udaya Kumara, Abhishek Fernando, Saraga Velal, and Nuam Pereira playing at centre, playing at first 5/8, will go to play his new role. He has come up. Then Ganti Damal go to Padmasanga Veera Singh, Surya Krishnan in place of Jehan Silagama, Jiro Dhananjay, Kaushal Manupriya, and Asanga Eganaga will be the starting 15. Taking a quick look at the replacements, Naluga Mathagadara has plenty of experience, well groomed prop forward Johan Pereira, Asanka Sanjay, and Charit Seniratna. Interestingly, will start from the bench. He was Army Air Force's top point scorer last season and the season before that. I'm not sure why coach Ferrati Verabula is opting to play him from the bench. Jan Silagama, injured, nursing an injury, will be in the bench and alongside Intisham Jalil of Kingswood. So nothing too much to separate Air Force sports stuff. They've been playing with this same combination all throughout the past few seasons.
Yes, very true. But the surprising fact, as you correctly said, is Charit Seniratna. He'll be joining in from the bench. So everything is ready. We are minutes away from kickoff. Both teams have entered the shed for the final preparations. They will run down the Racecourse tunnel in a few minutes.
It will be interesting to see interesting inclusion that Sri Lanka Rugby has brought in. It's given opportunity for the academy players to play a few games just before kickoff in preparation. I think this initiative brought this year is working to some extent. We saw Havelock Sports Club, Valisar, and today at Racecourse that the junior academies are playing a few games just before kickoff. It's going to be a good motivation for these kids as well when they wait to see the first game as well, the bigger game, and as you see on your screens, the two academies lining up to welcome the two teams. A wonderful gesture from these young players.
There we can see Radu Wakauzo. He'll not be playing today. The big number 8 Fijian. He played against Kandy in the first week. So a big miss for Air Force, courtesy of that court order. And the most unlucky team is Police to miss that playmaker. Please miss their playmaker, Emozi Wanioza.
Ribosa was impressive, I would say. 22 years, making his way after a stint in Australia, made inroads to that Police team. Almost won that one last week at Nithawala against Kandy. Kandy were out for a rude shock with those tries and those forward moves. I think so far the Police forwards have been impressive. So have the Havelock forwards. I think the CH forwards will be looking to benchmark that standard set by the two clubs.
Exactly. Yesterday's game would have been interesting if Wanioza had played. Both teams lining up in the background. CH will be playing in their white jerseys, while Air Force will take the field in their traditional blue.
Nothing too much separate between these two teams. It's early into this season. We haven't seen too much contribution from the Air Force backline. The Air Force players were better off in the sevens format as well. Surya Krishan, Jahan Silagama were impressive, just that they've not been able to continue that excitement throughout this game. But let's see, it's a different playing conditions here. It's Air Force playing for the first time at Racecourse for this season. Avishka Lee makes his way onto the field alongside Rohit Rajapaksa. We'll take a quick look at the officials as well. Hasanta Veranga will be officiating and in charge of this game alongside Akil Jamaldeen and Ajit Kumar. Nice to see the Lee combination, the Avanta Lee Avishka Lee combination also in the CHNFC side. We saw Avanta Lee losing out on last year's season due to injury, and looks like he has put his hand up for that number 15 spot in the CHNFC team.
Yeah, the number 15 spot was clearly left open because the Ranga Ariyapala left two Havelocks. So Avanta Lee returning from injury to take that spot. So another good game on our hands as the final preparations from both teams. Samuel Madhuanta.
So looks like Air Force will be kicking things off. If you're joining right now, this is the Dialog Rugby League match week 3 of the 2018-19 season. Air Force playing CHNFC at CHNFC's newfound home just across Maitland Place. That's here at Racecourse. That's Gayanthi Damalgoda will kick things off for the men in red, men in blue.
Behind the ball.
So there we go. The final match for the weekend. High hanging kick goes into the hands of Nivanka Prasad, if I'm not mistaken, and Madhuanta is right behind it, puts in the clearance, but the Air Force player just there on the occasion, and takes the ball into contact.
Release, run away, tackle! Release!
Support play from Air Force.
Stay. Use it!
Damalgoda lining that ball up, sending the ball to his big prop forward Charles.
Release!
Made from Air Force. Changing directions this time out to Lairu Kumar. Defenses lining for CH.
No!
Now once again out to Charles Pradeep.
Release! Stop!
Now Nuwan Pereira out to
Release, run away! Blue, run away!
Prasanka Pereira at the location, and it looks like the turnover. Here comes the Kansana Lakshita.
No advantage.
Referee says there was knock on that occasion, so bring back play for the initial infringement.
Come down.
Passage of play for Air Force Kavin, but unfortunately they'll need to keep that ball more often with themselves than gifting position away.
It was a good early passage from Air Force. They were right kicking deep into that CH territory, but they were unlucky in that second breakdown. Very well done by Yoshit Rajapaksha, who turned the ball over.
Coach!
Sent Lakshit out, but the referee called it back for the initial infringement.
Now Avishkali puts in that ball to that scrum. Rajapaksa is right behind, and it's a good scrum. Referee has his hand up on advantage. Over goes Chatru Dilshan. Good meters made for CH. Takes the ball and goes, taking the ball and going is Rohit Rajapaksa. Now the other Rajapaksa brother joins the party. Lee needs a quick ball. Madhuanta to Nisham Pereira wearing the 38 jersey. Out to the speeds. Navin Henakankanamge. This should be good moving. Lovely offload to Avanta Lee. And there are space opening up on the outside. And that's the first try. Anuradha Hera. Wonderful bit of fans from CHNFC. Initially it was Avanta Lee and Henakankanamge joining up together. And Anuradha Hera is just there to finish that one.
That's the difference Avish Kali will bring to the game. Sudham Suryachi will initially would have looked to kick, but Avish Kali is sent the ball out wide to Samuel Madhuanta, who found Navin Henakankanamge beautifully. He had the leg drive and the sense to pass it out to Avanta Lee. Avanta Lee did the right thing and gave the speedster with space, and it was Anuradha Hera who dove in. So here's Samuel Madhuanta to get his first points of the game. These kicks were he looked pretty easy at Havelock Park.
Madhuanka comes in and looks like he's made the first miss for the day. Nevertheless, CH will be very happy with that early opening statement. A wonderful bit of hands, wonderful thinking from their back line. Nishan Pereira earlier, it was Nishan Pereira who saw that break in that opening open field, tried to make a few meters, then send the ball out. But credit should go to Anurag Heras for being there at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, and Naveen Henakankaramge too. He is playing at the right wing, but he found his way down the field to his left, created the opportunity, sucked in 3 defenders, and then sent the ball out to Avantali, who did the rest.
High hanging kick this time, and Naveen Henakankaramge, a wonderful bit of collection there. Henry Terence was on, and Henakankaramge scores, and that's a high tackle. Referee has advantage played in favor of CHNFC. Now Madhuanta out to Pereira. Pereira looks for another gap this time. Gayanthi Damalgoda is there to clean that one. Lee once again, not the best of passes to Madhuanta. Finds Nivank Prasad, the former Navy Sports Club player. Now Rajapaksa acting as the halfback. Samuel Madhuanta looks to cut inside, go on his own. Referee still should be playing the advantage. Now Rajapaksa going through the middle. Avishkali looking for that one out to Rohit Rajapaksa. Quick hands, ball goes to his left winger, that is Anurag Herat. Does well to hold on. Now Lee to Satyaranatunga, quick ball, good defense from Air Force, and looks like it's a penalty.
I think that will be the first yellow card coming in. It was a no arms tackle. We saw it yesterday. Yakub Ali with a no arms tackle, a similar tackle. He was sent off straight to the bin. This is Satyaranatunga on the ground. It was a head first, I think. So the wise choice would be to take him out.
Satyaranatunga was in a bit of trouble in the first game as well. Had a concussion injury shortly after, had to be taken for medical treatment. But looks like the big man is good to play. Referee, in fact, the matchday doctor wants to have a quick test HIA on him before he is declared that he's fit to play.
So looks like Satyaranatunga will stay on field, but the doctor wants him out for an HIA. The better choice would be to take him out, and they correctly do so.
Doctor.
Things like this are dealt with very
Number 1.
seriousness. There you go. That should be a yellow card. Charles Praveen is the culprit at that time. Referee Veranga showing the yellow card for Air Force. And that should be a penalty in favor of CHNFC.
And I think Prasad Bansanka will make his way into the field.
All the replacement for CHNFC looks like
it's Kalindu Karyavasam wearing that number 16 jersey. Initially thought it was Prasad Madhusanka, but it's Kalindu Karyavasam who has made it into the field.
First line out for Pulas Disanayaka goes to the hands of Nivank Prasad. Good collection, and the maul is formed through his CHNFC. They made inroads to their 22. Good body positioning for CHNFC, but Air Force making sure they do not concede any penalty in this rolling maul. Ball comes out for CH. Avishkali looking at Nisham Pereira, but taken by Rohit Rajapaksa. Rajapaksa tries to break through. That is Yoshida Rajapaksa. That occasion wearing that number 7 jersey. CHNFC in a bit of a mess, but they managed to hold on.
The wise choice would have been going to the other side, but
Number 14. Number 14 offside.
Hands on the ruck. So a penalty for CH. It will be interesting to see what they will do from here. Will they go up for touch with an extra man, or will they go for that scrum? Courtesy of Charles Praveen going out
Looks like
into the bin.
Looks like CHNFC have opted for the scrum. Then that
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Cheesy treats, we want more.
Crescent Mini Keeps. Try it. Love it. The original Mini Keeps only from Crescent.
நேரடி ஒளிபரப்பு யாழ்ப்பாணத்தில்
මාතර කොටවිල ගම්පියසට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. සිද්ධාස ඇට්මෝරටුව පියගම මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ ක්‍රීඩාංගණය
கிழக்கு மாகாணம்
Sugaddas Indoor Stadium
is the Fox Hill Supercross.
Welcome back to live action. Apologies for the slight technical delay from our end. In the meantime, to the 5 meter scrum, and Nivanga Prasad got through the scoreboard for CHNFC. So second try coming in quick succession for the CHNFC team. But surprisingly, Samuel Madhuwanta missing out on the conversion. Ganthi Damalgoda kicks things off from the 50 meter. Now Madhuwanta puts in the clearance kick. This time he will find touch, makes no mistake. But Madhuwanta is lost his usual playing rhythm a bit when it comes to taking those Kavin. But I think it comes to the 80th will see kicks coming from this lad and will be off to a better finish.
I think it might be the win factor. It's at the moment it's from right to left. So Madhuwanta is playing, kicking, in fact, from against the wind. And however, Air Force a costly yellow card. It's proving out to be as the line out is stolen away and given out to Yoshita Rajapaksa.
Now Rajapaksa, that's a high tackle on that occasion. Referee playing advantage. Ball is with Samuel Madhuwanta. Good continuity of play. But referee will bring back
Number
play.
10.
And he wants to have a chat with the number 10. He was a culprit on that
Number
occasion.
10.
Should be Gayanthi
Number
Malgoda, if I'm not
10,
mistaken. And yes, he's going out. He's going to go away with a warning. But next time, for sure, it will be a card shown for this offense.
I think it was a high tackle on Rohit Rajapaksa. So Samuel Madhuwanta will put things, not a really good kick, but in fact finds a good 20 meters. Luck is on his side.
I think the Air Force players didn't expect that ball to go that low. Had they known, they could have been in front and held on to that ball, and it would have been play on. But nevertheless, Pulasidasan Disanayaka got a good line out early on from that side. Now goes to Chatura Dilshan, but Avishka Lee is just there on that occasion to clean that one. Now comes the replacement prop forward. Khalid Kariwasan goes and gets a few meters for the side. Now Yoshida Rajapaksa goes into contact. Pushed backwards by the Air Force forwards. Good work there by Tilinda Bandar. Now Madhuwanta has numbers on the outside. Nisham Pereira is foxed by Gayanthi Damalgoda and the number 20, that is Jiro Dhananjay.
Use it!
The two Lee brothers are joining in that breakdown to clear that one.
Avantha Lee has been brilliant so far. He has joined the rucks on so many occasions, and here's Samuel Madhuwanta.
Puts in a cheeky kick there that time. Rohit Rajapaksa puts another one, and Anurag Herath knew he was in an offside position, so Rohit Rajapaksa does very well to clean that ball out. Now Madhuanta has the ball, finding Avant Lee. Lead as well to hold on. Madhuanta acting as a halfback. Ball out to Nivanka Prasad. Tries to fend off one player, but he's being pushed back on his tracks by... That is Surya Krishan. Now Avishkali going to the shorter side to Yoshida Rajapaksa. Rajapaksa has Avishkali once again in support. Tries to break through. Has a man on the outside, but does well to hold on. Taken quickly this time, Rohit. Rajapaksa there acting as a halfback. Big tackle on Kalindu Karyavasam. Lee once again to Madhuanta, puts in that cheeky kick. Nishan Perera is underneath it, but good defensive work from Padmasanga Veerasinghe does well to save that. Would have been a try, definite try for CHNFC, but he is not good enough, and that's the third try for CHNFC, and Samuel Madhuanta crosses over for his score. In fact, it was Nivanka Prasad.
It was very good work done by Nivanka Prasad. The ball was out. Navin Henakankanange secured the breakdown. And good counter-attacking coming in from Air Force, but the ball popped out and quick to pounce on it was Nivanka Prasad, as Samuel Madhuanta lines his third conversion in fact.
Madhuanta's presence of mind in that try played a big role. He saw to his right there was no defense lining up. There was only number 25, that was Padmasanga Veerasinghe. He made that tackle on Nishan Perera, but the CR forwards are too quick to ponder on the opportunity. And this time as well, a third conversion goes missing for Samuel Madhuanta. Quite unusual from the likes of this young man.
I think it's the wing factor. He's kicking against the wing. He hasn't sorted it out yet. Has Madhuanta a brilliant performance last week? Might have a couple of jinxes as well coming into Racecourse. This is the ground which normally CH practices at.
Gain the ball.
Had Madhuanta booted that cross kick, it would have been Navin Henakankanamge who would have collected that ball, and that would have been curtains.
And like you said, so Henakankanamge does well to collect that high ball. Now Avishkali to Samuel Madhuanta. Nevertheless, from his keeping his kicks aside, his contribution to broken play has been impressive. Good tackle. In fact, a good ball to Anurag Herath. CHNFC recycling the ball very quickly, and that should be a knock-on.
So, very poor piece of collection from Anurag Herath. A knock-on. There were plenty of players out wide for CH to work with. Navin Henakankanamge was asking for the ball from Samuel. Samuel was lurking for that long pass. So here's Air Force with an opportunity. This is after the first few minutes. Air Force has found their way into the CH half. So it will be interesting what they do from the scrum. Not enough space, says the referee Varanga. So they'll reset the scrum again. So the inclusion of Avishkali has been lethal, and he has sent quick ball out to its back. The backs are performing very well. Nishan Perera is playing as
steady. What's steady? Blue, steady, blue.
Now Nuam Perera searching for that ball, finds his counterpart, and space opening up for Air Force. Needs support, isolated that occasion. Zero Dhananjay. Now ball recycling to their forwards. CH will need to align the attack, align the defenses a bit more. Lahiru Kumar breaking through. He scored that wonderful try as well early on. Space opening on the outside. Could have passed to Ranidhu Papasanka. Papasanka was searching for that ball. Now Nuampera goes to the right side. Numbers on to the right of the field. Now Lahiru Udayanga. Good defense from Nivanka Prasad. Nivanka Prasad has been everywhere in this 70 minutes of play. And that's a penalty. Tackling man not rolling away, says the referee. Ranga. CH have done very well. I think Nivanka Prasad and Chatura Dilshan are combining very well in that second row combinations. Just that they'll need to be a bit more cautious when they give out penalties like that. This is unnecessary play from CH.
And initially there was a gap left between Nishan Pereira and Samuel Madhuanta. Samuel Madhuanta wasn't the culprit there. It was Nishan Pereira who was lurking at left wing. He was marking Surya Krishan. Surya Krishan came in from the right and exploited that gap. And you can get your stats and in-depth look at the Dialog Rugby League, the facts and figures. Go to stats.thepapare.com and you'll get a breakdown of every stat there is.
Interesting call from the Air Force keeper, not going for points but wanting to go for that scrum. It looks like they're clearly wanting the big numbers, but that's not going to help. Nuwan Pera will need to be a bit more cautious when he feeds in that ball. He did not have his eyes fixed on the ball movement. Rather, he had his eyes fixed on the CH and FC players because he knows that the CH line, CH forwards are much more bigger. They are a heavier pack. They have Kaindu Kareva, some experienced Henry Terrence alongside Pulas Disanaika.
I don't think this was the correct call from Air Force. CH have been dominating the scrums so far, and there you go, another mistake from Air Force. CH have been the dominant side of the two in the scrums to come. Air Force have been decimated so far in the 4 scrums.
Bad call from Lahiru Kumar. Will need to be a bit more cautious as Samuel Madhuanta will put this one into touch. Almost finds touch, goes into the hands of Ranidhu Papasanka. Second time he's done this for CHNFC. Ball out to Iddamal Goda, out to his opposite speedster. This time is Kaushal Manupriya. Quick ball from Air Force. Nuwan Pera does well to recycle. Now Iddamal Goda puts in the ball to Lahiru Udayanga, and Udayanga Kumar knocks that one off.
First knock on.
Disappointing first knock on. He'll bring back play for first knock on. That will mean that it will be scrum in favor of CHNFC.
It was a very good tackle coming in from Ivan Prasad. He was straight to the ball. Lahiru Kumar he had the body position a little too high. So a good low tackle right around the chest area. Got a good part of the ball, and the ball just popped out, and here's an opportunity for CHNFC. The scrums, as we have previously said, have been dominant, and here's them
set
with another
steady both steady.
All these pictures are coming to you on your #1 sports hub, ThePapare.com. You can catch the highlights from this game later as well. As you can see,
Release!
CH making inroads. Ryan Veerakon, first touch of the day for Veerakon has been a little bit quiet in this first 20 minutes.
No.
Searching for that ball, and this is not good. Gifting away position and taken quickly. Nuwan Pereira, quick to ponder. Tilna Bandara is right there on his feet. Numbers opening up on the right side, and that should be a definite try. Yes, wonderful bit of play, and Jero Dhananjay is the man who scores that one. CHNFC caught napping, and Nuwan Pereira makes best use of the opportunity, and it's a deserved try for the Amen.
It was a well taken quick tap from Nuwan Pereira. Jero Dhananjay with the try. It was good hands as well. Good hands from Air Force, and they have the first try of the game. Nuwan Dhananjay taking the quick tap, sending it out to his line. a quick passes, and there was space opening out wide. No one defending from CH.
Idhamalgoda has a tough task with him, something more than 25 meters for him to clear with the angle.
A strong wing from right to left. Will be interesting to see, and in practice Idhamalgoda and Samuel Madhavanta have been brilliant bisecting the post, but the wind has picked up and so has their kicking accuracy. So much blame can't be given to the kickers as well, as Samuel Madhavanta will restart. It's 15 points to 5.
We'll wait and see if each of these kickers will find the mojo in the next few minutes of play. If you're joining right now, Kavint, it's going to be a good opportunity. I think the try from Jiro Dhananjaya should be an ideal candidate for the try of the week as well, if I'm not wrong.
Indeed, Inshaf, it was good thinking from Nuwan Pereira as Samuel Madhavanta restarts.
This time goes into the hands of the second row, Tirina Bandara. Bandara does well hold on to that ball, and that's a penalty once again.
These are the mistakes there. CH was punished last time in Havelock Park. They started the game so well against Havelock as well, and here again, after scoring those 3 tries, mistakes are creeping into their game, and Air Force, if they are lucky, they'll pounce on that.
Now Air Force makes an error this time. Avantali not eager to take any chances, takes the ball, clears it off. Typically what is expected from a fullback.
Yeah, the strong wing helping, not helping Air Force. And here too, the hookers need to be careful of the wind. Throw it straight.
Now Lahiru goes to the hands of Tirina, does well to hold on to that ball. Not the best of passes from Nuwan Pereira. It misses. Idhamalgoda goes into the hands of his centre. Now Surya Kishan. Idhamalgoda once again. Lovely ball to Charles Praveen. Charles Praveen is right there at the right occasion to take that one. Idhamalgoda once again. This time to Lahiru Kumar. Makes a few meters. Nuwan Pereira takes his time, puts in that kick from the base of the scrum. There is no chaser at all. I'm not sure on what basis that kick was kicked, and that will run out on the full. This is not good. This is not good decision making from the Air Force scrum half. Either he could have had his wing giving in that pressure. That would have led Avant Ali to collect that ball and drop it down, and that would have been a 20-minute dropout. But referee will bring back play to the initial place where the kick was taken and award CHN FC with a scrum.
Poor bit of decision making from the scrum half. They had numbers out wide, and CH were backpedaling at the moment, so pressure should have been applied through those fringes. The forwards were working as Charles Praveen came off the win, and they are back to their full 15.
Set.
Avishkar Lee with the feed. Good pressure from Air Force, but Rohit Rajapaksa manages to break on the far side. Good recycling. Now Lee has Chatura Dilshan out to Nivank Prasad. Good tackle on Prasad from Air Force. This time Pulas Disanaika tries to have a go. And looks like it's a turnover. Very well done by the Air Force forwards. Now Surya Krishan tries to make something of the opportunity.
Ruck form.
And the referee says ruck form, so you have to enter the rock, entering illegally. So once again, this time it is Kalidukari was the culprit, and CH gifting away position.
And this time again, Air Force don't seem to have learned from their mistake. CH yet again giving away a penalty inside their own half. This is pretty much kickable, but Iddamalgada opts to go for touch, and that would be a wise decision as well with the wind on his back. Air Force have been good after Charles Praveen returned from the naughty chair. They have been pressing on that CH defense. It was penetrated once, and will they be able to do it again is a question. We'll get the
White 10 meter white.
As Uday Kumar lines up the
Mall. No, 6.
Ball formed, says the referee Veranga. This time still moving. Good defense from CH. They'll need to rush this one a bit and stop any threat. Still going, but ball pops over, and looks like there was a slight knock on, but referee will let that one go. Picking and going once again, Air Force. Missed out on a penalty early on as they knocked on the ball. Now Lairu Kumara, the captain, makes a few meters for the side. Nuwan Pereira slowing it down. Good defense from Rohit Rajapaksa. Now the ball comes out to Gayanthi Iddamalgoda. Iddamalgoda puts in that little inside ball to his center counterpart, that is Surya Krishan. Doesn't find too many meters. Pereira once again, numbers forming to the right of the field. He insists that his forwards take another go. Charge Praveen on that occasion, picking and going. Third phase for Air Force. Abhishek Fernando on that time getting involved with the ball. Stay back, wide. Wants to send the ball to Iddamalgoda. Iddamalgoda changes direction. We'll need to send that one, but good defense from Fox Iddamalgoda. He was clueless, but Air
High
Force
tackle advantage.
That's a high tackle, says referee Veranga, so we'll have advantage. Ball comes once again. Iddamalgoda looking for options. Little bit of a rushed effort from Iddamalgoda. He seems to be struggling a bit, and that's something as a fly half you shouldn't be expecting to have. I think still butterflies in his stomach so far. He's not yet a composed individual in this 30 minutes of play.
There again, he should have sent the ball out wide where numbers had already formed. And here's addition making time, and it's number 3, Henry. Terence Henry, the veteran prop forward, on the ground. I think he's injured. And there again, Air Force has been having quite a few penalties in their favor, but haven't really capitalized. Only once they opted the quick tap and scored in that right corner.
This time around, two opportunities go begging. Ideally, if I was the Air Force captain, I would want to go for points, and at those 3 points, it's within kickable region, aspect. I think Nuwan Pereira is there. Gayanthi Iddamalgoda is also available in the ranks, and coach, the notion should be to kick for the 3 points.
And if they do not take this kick at goal, it will be 9 points. 9 points that has gone begging. So that's 3 penalties, and I think Iddamalgoda has opted for a shot at goal. So the correct decision finally, after missing out on the first 2 opportunities. Iddamalgoda decides that he'll have the 3 points.
I think a timely call for Air Force as well. This will cut the deficit from 10 points to 7. So that means that they will only need a converted score to draw a level with CHNFC. And having such a scoreline is always a morale booster for a team coming.
And from a CH point of view, after that first 20 minutes, after the burst and the boost of the first 20 minutes, they seem to have fallen away as Iddamal got a slots it through. So 15 points to 8 as the score stands right now. Samuel Madhuant will restart. As I was previously saying, CH are looking a little too tired at the moment. After that first 20 minutes, the energy seems to have dropped. Going in for that 3 tries, they seems to...
Rather than that, Khalid, I think Air Force have deprived them of possession. They've been playing the last 10 minutes in their attacking half. They've been depriving this CHNFC team of ball. So I think that's something you will not like to have as a team. As you can see, the depth of the wind is clearly taking a toll on the place kickers as well. Samuel Madhuanta, for the first time in this Dialog Rugby League, I think first time in a few matches that he has kicked that restart out on the full. So once again giving away position to Air Force. So that's something as a team you are going to be frustrated. So once you have the ball with you, you'll be in a better setting trying to play your own game.
Yes, exactly. Samuel Madhuanta had a really good game. 3 conversions. And now the restart going away into touch. So he hasn't figured out the wind yet. Iddamalgada hasn't either. But the previous penalty went through.
Now Pereira looks for his shot. A man space opening up for Surya Krishan this time. Lovely running angle. Still going the Air Force players this time. That was Zero Dhananjay on that occasion. Now Iddamalgada needs quick hands. Oh my goodness, did Gayant Iddamalgada not time that pass to good measure?
White number 9.
A definite scoring opportunity. Number 9. My goodness, gifting away that ball away. Surya Krishan.
White number 9.
Losing that ball.
I think it was not meant for Surya Krishan. I think it was meant for the left winger. There were two men down this left flank. There were no defenders to beat, but Surya Krishan should have kept it. As we see Sudham Suryarachi making way into the field instead of Avishkali, I think it is.
Interesting call from Coach Ronnie Ibrahim.
Steady, both steady.
Avishkali had the best 20 minutes, but since then he has gone to a silent patch as Nivanga Prasad breaks through that scrum, shrugs off 4 or 5 defenders on that occasion. Rohit Rajapaksa's pass not finding the CH player, and this is dangerous for CHNFC.
Scrappy play from both teams. 3 knock-ons in the space of just 3 phases.
So clearly not the way Rohit Rajapaksa intended that pass to go, but the good effort from Nivanga Prasad just to be overshadowed by CH's inefficiency to hold on to the ball.
Nivanga Prasad has been brilliant so far. He has already scored a try and made 3-4 telling breaks from their own half, but it is really disappointing. And here's, I think it's Yoshit Rajapaksa rather, on the ground. I think it's an injured knee. There again it was Air Force to take all the blame. It was a try for all their liking. They should have scored from those opportunities. They got 3 golden opportunities here. On the left side of the field, Surya Krishan dropped it, and on the right side of the field, it was Jero Dhananjay who spilled it up. So opportunity is not going their way.
Looks like Yosh Rajapaksa is not going to be okay. So this is bad news for CHNFC. Rajapaksa has been in absolute form last season and in this season. And in comes Sudarshan Mututantri, the national captain, filling the shoes of Yosh Rajapaksa.
Mututantri will be playing at the See and Rohit Rajapaksa in his number 8 jersey. So and more strength
Set. Steady, both steady.
Scrum. They have been the dominant of the two as quick ball taken out from Air Force.
That was Sarakavela recycling the ball well. Now Nuwan Pereira has numbers to the left. Goes to his big prop forward Kanishka Vikramasinghe. Changing directions this time. Good defense from CH. Pereira once again to Charles Praveen. Still going is Praveen. Still going is Charles Praveen. Brings Air Force just in proximity to the try line. They'll need to score from this occasion. Here comes Lahiru Udyanga. Lovely collection from Udyanga. Udyanga twists and turns, but good defense from Avance Ali. Now Jero Dhananjay makes a few meters in. Ball comes out for Air Force. This is Abhishek Fernando. Air Force slowly but surely making their way into that try line. Referee has advantage played in favor of Air Force. That was a knock on, but referee will play the advantage. Interesting call, interesting option, Kavin, whether they are going for the 3 points or are they going for the 7 points?
I think they'll take a quick tap and go to the line, but they've opted for the scrum, and I don't think that's a better option given that the CH scrum has been strengthened by Mututantri.
I think this has not been Air Force's forte in the last few minutes, last 35 minutes what we've seen them play, but that front row for Air Force have been absolutely impressive. Lahiru Udyanga made 1 or 2 knock-ons, but he has been their player of the moment, carrying those, acting as a ball carrier, and he has delivered for the Air Force side.
And due credit should be given to Charles Praveen as well.
Here comes the number 8 from the base of that scrum, tries to run into that CH defense. Nuwan Pereira looks for options, finds the captain. Captain puts in a short pass to Vikramasinghe. Vikramasinghe does well to hold on. Taken quickly once again, Charles Praveen. Nuwan Pereira tries to go on his own. Should not be isolated. And looks like the ball has been won back. But it's illegally so. Looks like there's going to be a second yellow card.
Captain.
Coming, referee wants to have a small chat with the captain.
He initially went for the pocket, and he has the captain been called up.
Offside. Ball eකට බිමට ගිහිල්ලා එන්නේ. Right. Ball එකට යනවා කෙලින්ම contest ball එකට.
Air Force have been very good, but
last warning
have been squandering opportunities after opportunity, and will they score is a big question to ask.
That was the call. Referee gave the CHNFC team the final warning. Next offense, that will be surely a card shown. So once again, Air Force going for that scrum opportunity. I'm not sure we have something more than 2 minutes on our clocks. So if their gamble works right, Air Force should be having 7 points with their under their name. But if they don't, they'll be going out to halftime with that 15-8 point margin.
I think they should have already scored 2 tries if they hadn't squandered those knock-ons.
Now Pereira to Idamagura. Idamagura tries to run inside.
Stay back.
Ball out to Lahiru Udyanga. First time, first touch and first carry for Tilna Bandara in this phase. Vikramasinghe is brought down by the CH defense. Now comes the
no!
points for Air Force.
Stay back! No! Stay back!
Air Force slowing things down, trying to play this game at their own pace.
Stay back! No, stay back!
Surya Krishan joining the forward effort. Looks like that ball is held up. And oh my goodness, I think Air Force have just gifted away easy 3 points that they could have scored in quick succession. And that's half-time, 15 points to 8.
I think it was very poor from Air Force. Air Force missed at least 4 kickable penalties to have got in the lead, I would say, but golden opportunities missed as well. The final confirmation there, CHNFC 15-8 leading at halftime here at Racecourse.
Sloppy decisions by the CR captain. They could have got in fact Air Force captain, my mistake, could have got them off to a better footing just before halftime. So there it stands, 15 points to 8 at halftime here at Racecourse. We'll take a short commercial break, and when we come back we will have exciting pictures from the second half of this CH Air Force encounter.
Crescent Mini Keeves. Try it. Love it. The original Mini Keeves only from Crescent.
Crunchy munchy.
Fiery kochi.
Crescent Kochi Bites. Try it. Love it. The original Kochi Bites only from Crescent.
Sophisticated selection of Yardley, London.
අපේ ගෙදර හැමෝටම ඉන්ටර්නෙට් ඕනේ. මොබිටෙල් වයිෆයි රවුටරේ නිසා ගෙදරේදී කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. අපි වෙන වෙනම ඉන්ටර්නෙට් ගියත් පැකේජ් එක එකයි. ඒත් ගෙදරින් එළියට ගියාම හැමෝටම පැකේජ් එක අරන් යන්න පුළුවන්ද? Hey Barry, මොබිටෙල් වයිෆයි ප්ලස් පැකේජ් එක තියෙන්නේ. ලංකාවේ කොහේ ගියත් රවුටරේ ගෙදර තියෙද්දි ගෙදර හැමෝටම එකම පැකේජ් එකෙන් වෙන වෙනම ඉන්ටර්නෙට් යන්න පුළුවන් එකම ක්‍රමය. මොබිටෙල් වයිෆයි ප්ලස් විතරයි. ඒ විතරක් නෙමෙයි. එක බිලයි, කනෙක්ෂන්ස් ගොඩයි.
breed of fast, Pulsar NS160 with wider tyres and twin disc brakes from David Pierce Motor Company Private Limited.
අපේ ගෙදර හැමෝටම ඉන්ටනෙට් ඕනේ. මොබිටෙල් Wi-Fi රවුටරේ නිසා ගෙදරදී කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ. අපි වෙන වෙනම ඉන්ටනෙට් ගියත් පැකේජ් එක එකයි. ඒත් ගෙදරින් එළියට ගියාම හැමෝටම පැකේජ් එක අරන් යන්න පුළුවන්ද? Hey Barry, මොබිටෙල් Wi-Fi Plus පැකේජ් එක තියෙන්නේ. ලංකාවේ කොහේ ගියත් රවුටරේ ගෙදර තියෙති. ගෙදර හැමෝටම එකම පැකේජ් එකෙන් වෙන වෙනම ඉන්ටනෙට් යන්න පුළුවන් එකම ක්‍රමය. මොබිටෙල් Wi-Fi Plus විතරයි. ඒ විතරක් නෙමෙයි. එක බිලයි, කනෙක්ෂන්ස් ගොඩයි. අපේ ගෙදර හැමෝටම ඉන්ටනෙට් ඕනේ. මොබිටෙල් Wi-Fi රවුටරේ නිසා ගෙදරදී කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ. අපි වෙන වෙනම ඉන්ටනෙට් ගියත් පැකේජ් එක එකයි. ඒත් ගෙදරින් එළියට ගියාම හැමෝටම පැකේජ් එක අරන් යන්න පුළුවන්ද? Hey Barry, මොබිටෙල් Wi-Fi Plus පැකේජ් එක තියෙන්නේ. ලංකාවේ කොහේ ගියත් රවුටරේ ගෙදර තියෙති. ගෙදර හැමෝටම එකම පැකේජ් එකෙන් වෙන වෙනම ඉන්ටනෙට් යන්න පුළුවන් එකම ක්‍රමය. මොබිටෙල් Wi-Fi Plus විතරයි. ඒ විතරක් නෙමෙයි. එක බිලයි, කනෙක්ෂන්ස් ගොඩයි.
රඩි ඔලිබරපු යාල්පානතිල්ල
මාතර කොටවිල ගම්පියසට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. සිපිදාස ඇඩ්මෝරටුව පියගම මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ ක්‍රීඩාංගණය
කිලක්කු මාහන සුගතදාස ඉන්ඩෝර් ස්ටේඩියම්
is the Fox Hill Supercross.
රුණෑගල සිරි ඇතුගල් පුරවරය
papare.com අපි අද ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ නෝරෙලිය ප්‍රදේශයට.
Final showdown Candy Sports Club
පොළොන්නරුව ජාතික සංකීර්ණයේ සිට
Welcome back to live action. If you're signing in right now, this is the CHNFC versus Air Force Sports Club encounter in this final match week of the Dialog Rugby League, match week 3. An encounter that I would have expected to be going in CHNFC's favour more often, but unfortunately due to their own mishaps, looks like CHNFC are still in the lead, but that lead is not going to stand strong if they continue to play like this. Joining me alongside is Yusran Lantra. Yusran, very good evening to you. What are takes on the first half?
Good evening, good evening all our viewers. And yes, CH, they had a lot of promising chances, but not capitalizing on all the opportunities. So they stand at 15 points in this first half, and Air Force on the other hand, they too had some good opportunities to take the lead or at least level up with CH. And I think in short, one crucial factor in the first half as to why CH stand at 15 points is Samuel Madhuantha. He's not been on par with his kicks even at the restarts and the convergence. He's being missing in all out.
They say rugby is a team sport, but this is the extent to how important one player in your team can be. 6 points went out in favor of CHNFC. They lost 6 points at the end of the day with Samuel Madhuantha not kicking those 3 conversions, but it has not been the best days for the halfbacks and the first 5/8 of the team. But speaking of Air Force, they've missed out on easy chances that could have put them in the driving impact in close proximity to give the CHNFC team some threat just at halftime.
Definitely, we saw when Surya Krishan make that wonderful break from the restart, he just had to look into his inside and make that offload, but instead he went into contact, and from there on it was no chance for Air Force as Samuel Madhuantha
looking to make amendments to his first half mistakes with the kickoff.
High hanging kick goes to the hands of Jiro Dhananjay. In fact, that was Surya Krishan doesn't make any error in clearing his team out of danger. So Air Force, the score line currently standing at 15 points to 8. It could have been 15 points to 11 had Air Force opted to take those 3 points, and it could have been 15 points to 14 had they taken those two important penalties. But Air Force wanted to go for the big points, but unfortunately lost in the process of doing so.
I agree. They should have gone for the 3-pointers when they had the opportunity. And here we see that CH missing out on that line out, and now Air Force on the attack.
It's a turnover for Air Force. Gayanthi Iddamangoda puts in the boot. And looks like that's a clinical error from the fly half, kicking it on the full. I think Iddamangoda didn't judge the wind correctly, meaning that ball runs out in a touch. It will be brought back to the initial place where the kick was taken.
So both fly halves not having their best game today. I was outside for the first half, and the wind is really strong in Shaf. You can tell with all the flags and the trees waving around.
This time CH make no error. Surya Rachi to Rajapaksa has Ryan Virakon, and Ryan Virakon circles the ball in on the inside. Almost an opportunity for Air Force. Pramod Padmasankar was right there. Had he intercepted that ball, that would have been a try for all your money, and that would have put CHNFC in deep trouble.
Ever so close. Had Padmasankar held on to that ball, he was straight away under the post, which means that would have costed CH 7 points and leveled the scores. But unfortunately for Air Force, missed out on that opportunity, as we see a small drizzle pouring down here at Racecourse, although the sun is still shining. Surya Rachi with the put-in.
Finds Samuel Madhuanta. Madhuanta, lovely inside ball back to Surya Rachi. Thumping tackle by Jiro Dhananjay on Surya Rachi, but referee will bring back play, and looks like intentionally. Looks like that was Jiro Dhananjay on that occasion was caught offside.
But I think from the mark, I think it looks like the late tackle on Samuel Madhuanta. This time puts a good boot to it. Madhuanta brings CH inside Air Force 22. Another opportunity early on in this second half. 3 minutes into the game, you're live at ThePapare.com. This is a clash between CHFC versus Air Force at Racecourse. CH currently stand at 6th place in the points table, while Air Force is at the bottom, 8th place. Pandula. It's stolen. Air Force will have to get out of jail, but they opt to play it close with the forwards now. Charles Praveen now with the Malgoda with the clearance kick. Good high hanging kick, but it doesn't find touch.
Goes into the hands of Anuradha Herat. Oh my, that's not acceptable. I think the wind and the setting sun was in his horizon, but Anuradha Herat knocks the ball on, and it will be positioned once again to Air Force. But taking a look at this game, we've seen exciting 10 minutes of play, 3 tries for CSFC, and then the next 30-35 minutes have been just passive defense from both sides.
It was quite passive in Shaf, yes. CH dropped balls, and the Air Force as well. Both teams have been not holding
set.
The ball.
Steady, boss, steady.
Cheeky offloads.
Now on the base of the scrum is Pereira does still to recycle. Now Iddamangoda has his forwards, tries to make 2 meters. himself before sending the ball to Lahiru Danga. Now Idamagoda once again has space, could have passed that one. Jiro Dhananjay instead tries to run that ball, but numbers forming on the outside. This should be a good attacking opportunity for Air Force. Still with the ball. Idamagoda. Inside ball to Charles Praveen. Praveen puts in an offload, and there is numbers on the outside. Could have sent that ball to the correct person at the right time, but nevertheless, Air Force gifting away position to CHNFC, and that's another opportunity given away.
Sloppy play, like I said earlier. Air Force, it's not like opting to go for the cheeky offloads. You need to be ready to collect them.
But this time, CH do not do well to clear their lines. Air Force once again. Idamagoda has Surya Krishan. Idamagoda once again, lovely kick on, lovely high, it's a high tackle on Idamagoda. No! It was a high tackle on Idamagoda by Sudam. So, referee will not let that one go.
We have a CH player down. Looks like Avanta Lee. But Air Force, they had their opportunities. They went into the CH red zone. And yet again, not accumulating points. But fortunately, they have a penalty in their favor. They'll have to make something out of this, Inshaf.
It's interesting to see how Air Force align themselves in defense, how the forwards come in handy. And just a quick reminder on the try of the week, every week coming to you on your number one sports hub. You'll need to comment and vote for your favorite try. I think we saw a good try from CRNFC from the efforts of Kavindu Pereira. And this time around, early in this first half, we saw efforts from Anuradha Herath and Navin Henaku Khan Khanamge combining to score that one. So that should be on the short list for sure.
Behind the ball.
And talking about that first try, that's what CH have to be doing more often in this game or in this whole season. They have to make use of their lethal quarterbacks. They have some speedsters in their team.
And that should be the correct way to go ahead. Sarit Seniratna joins the field. Not sure why this replacement took so long for Air Force. Seniratna is an experienced campaigner. He's been serving the Air Force team for the last decade or so with his kicks. And Seniratna should bring in that flair to that Air Force side as they look to cut this deficit and may hopefully go home with a victory.
Yeah, Seniratna has been their go-to man all these past years. But this today coming off the bench, as Madhuanta yet to make amendments with a high-hanging kick.
This time a better kick from Madhuanta. Tilna Bandara couldn't hold on to that ball, and that's a knock-on in favor of CH. Now Pulas Disanayaka taking the ball and making a few meters for CH. Ball is back to Madhuanta. Has Nisham Pereira on the outside. Sudarshan Muttantri is there in support for CH. Taking the ball and going is Rohit Rajapaksa. Makes 2 to 3 meters for CH. Avantali acting as halfback on the location. Sends the ball to Samuel Madhuanta. Madhuanta has no option but to send the ball to Chatura Dilshan. Changing directions this time Madhuanta. Out to Avantali. Nivanga Prasad is foxed in defense by Air Force. Interesting to see no huge replacements coming in for CH in this second half. We have 8 minutes through to this second half, and there has not been no real impact replacements from CHC. And Sudarshan Muttantri takes the ball inside that 22 meter. Long pass to the replacement forward Karyavasam, and he makes a mess of that ball. And looks like CH still have the ball in the position. Ryan Veerakon. Haven't seen too much from Veerakon all this season. Was impressive in that center position alongside Lee Keeger for CH last year.
Use it!
Rajapaksa searching for that one. This time Chatura Dilshan. No real going through for Chatura Dilshan from the Air Force defense. Tackling man not rolling away, says the referee. And that's the opportunity, gifting away opportunities. Air Force with close proximity to the post. Anything kickable is always in Samuel Madhuvanta's favour.
I think that was quite too harsh from Viranga because he was not the tackler. He didn't have to roll away technically, but the referee thought otherwise. So CH with an opportunity to go 3 points up if Madhuvanta slots this through, but looking back at his performance today, this it's still a 50-50 chance.
Madhuvanta currently sitting at that number 2 position in this in our leaderboard. All stats and figures can be accessed on the ThePapare's all exclusive stats center. So currently Madhuvanta leads at second place alongside Tharindra Ratwata, who is at number 1 in the top point scorer leaderboard on thepapare.com. And that should be the first kick for the day for Samuel Madhuvanta, successfully through the uprights. That should cheer his spirits up as CH and FC get themselves an important 3 points in this encounter.
That's more work to be done by Air Force, so another 3 points for them to collect before the clock strikes 80 minutes. Air Force will have to change their game plan and be more attacking than be on the defensive side of it.
Granted, the Magar with the restart will need to make this count as a slight drizzle coming in from the left side of the Racecourse Stadium. Expect this to go up to a heavy thunder shower towards the latter stages of the game. That kick is chased down, but will run into touch. And to CSNFC's favour, they'll have the feed in for the line out.
Yeah, it's white ball. They're oncoming Air Force player. On that occasion.
Plenty of discussion in the front rows. Henry Terence talking very vividly. He wants to know, he wants to get this line out right.
6. Still not looking like they've unleashed themselves. They still look like they have so much to offer, but not getting it right.
No! And to Henry Terence. Good collection from the big leg. Raju Paksa is right there to collect that one. He tries to make a few meters, but good defenses from Air Force. Nishan Pereira tries to take it out, but this time around, nice offload to Nivanka Prasad. Nivanka Prasad sends the ball to Chatura Dilshan. Inside ball. This time, movement is with CSNFC. Could have passed that one when he had the opportunity. And here comes Kari. That was Henry Terence this time. Now, Nivanka Prasad. Momentum is slightly shifting towards the CSNFC. They'll need to play to their rhythm, not to slow it down. Anuradha here makes a few meters for Use it is the call from Viranga. Now Nivanka Prasad once again. Good defenses from Tilna Bandara and Fernando. Breaking through is the CH somehow. That was Sudarshana Mudutantri. Now Ryan Veerakon. 2 tacklers on Veerakon to stop that attack. Numbers to the left, and Hena Kankanamge sends the ball to Karyavasam. Not the best ball carriers for CHNFC. Karyavasam. Madhuvanta once again to Nivanka Prasad. Shrugs off Tilna Bandara, but doesn't go past Lahiru Udayanga. Ninth phase building for CSNFC. Mutsantri trying to go on his own, doesn't find any space. This time Henry Terence.
Both teams, all the players, all 30 players looking.
This time CSNFC get the real breakthrough. This time off the efforts of Nivanka Prasad. Prasad has been outstanding so far for CSNFC. he'll be happy if this effort goes in as a score.
Use it!
Now Anurad Herat, we saw Anurad Herat scoring 2 tries, joining the breakdown in the mall against Havelock Sports Club last week. Still going is CHNFC, and that should be the try. Referee wants to have a quick chat with the assistant referee.
Number 16.
Referee wants to have a quick chat with number 16 of Air Force.
Looks like the try has been awarded. Both the assistant referees lining up under the post. So
that was number 18, the try scorer, Chatura Dilshan, and that's the try for CHNFC.
You can clearly see what that passage of play has taken a toll on all 30 players in the park. Most of them down. So it's not that tough conditions, but we see players showing signs of fatigue. Samuel Madhuanta to add the extra 2.
Madhuanta has got 1 out of 4 kicks through the uprights. Should be a difficult one for this youngster. Scored 100 points in his debut season in this Dialog Rugby League last season. This time sliding away to the left is Madhuanta's kick. So Madhuanta not so successful in this final week of this Dialog Rugby League match week 3. Still a valuable asset in broken play and in defense for CHNFC. So he'll continue to play the remainder of the game. So fresh legs are coming in for CHNFC. Danushka Malitha will make his way onto the field.
And Sudham Surarachi is back from the sin bin.
Idamagura with a restart. The deficit is over 10 points for Air Force. Samuel Madhuanta takes his time to kick this one. The kick finds touch, so this was not the encounter that the people came for this run. It was supposed to be a fast-moving, exciting encounter.
White mark!
Infringements from both sides and clinical errors have slowed it down for CH and Air Force, preventing them from playing their usual rhythm.
I agree, and both teams have to blame themselves. They've lost a lot of try scoring opportunities, point scoring opportunities rather, as the Air Force skipper Lahiru Dayanga with the throw in and collects it cleanly, and now Air Force trying to set up a driving maul there. They have the numbers.
Lahiru Dayanga at the base of that maul. The maul has been collapsed.
Stay back, stay back.
Pereira will look for Idamagoda. What will Idamagoda do there? Puts in that lovely inside ball like he had done all game. Collecting the ball once again is Idamagoda, and this pass does not find the center player, but Surya Krishan does well to hold on to possession. CHNFC making a nuisance of themselves in the breakdown, and in the process of doing that, they've won themselves a penalty. That was Sudham Suryarachi. Very well done on the breakdown.
Good work there by Suryarachi. He showed good technique there. Stayed strong on his feet and won his team that penalty. Now it's Madhuanta's turn to gain some good yards for CH, and he does. It's about 10 meters short of the 22. CH, a good position to attack from. So Pulasti will have to get his throw in right, and I think CH will opt to go with their quarterbacks, but the referee stops the clock. Maybe he wants to have a word.
Looks like there is a player injured on to the far side of the field.
White. Either. 28.
As Prasad Madhusankar makes his way to the field, and Pulasti is off after playing 58 minutes of the game, so I think that's why the clock was stopped.
Time on.
The senior man, Prasad Madhusankar.
Madhusankar, a good break for Pulas Disanayak. Starting this third match, he has done well to keep his coach impressed as CH go forward with the rolling maul. Taken down by Air Force. Surarachi searching for the ball. Finds Madhuanta, long cutout pass to CH, and this time Avantali gets that offload, makes a few meters. Madhuanta once again. Out to Anuradha Herat through the middle. Pushed on back on his tracks by Air Force. Now Rajapaksa. Trying to go through the middle of the field. Short ball to Prasad Madhusankar. First touch of the day for him. Suraj trying to go on his own, trying to make a few meters before he sends the ball out. Madhuanta to Nisham Pereira. Pereira has numbers on the outside. Aligning for the ball is Madhuanta. Now ball out to Chatura Dilshan.
First knock on.
And looks like the referee will bring back play for a knock on. Looks like there was
high tackle.
A knock on, and there was a high tackle in the process of it. So it will be opportunity for CHNFC. Now they have a penalty inside that 22. It is within kickable region, but Madhuanta's boot has not been the best for the day. So the rightful option should be to go for touch.
Yeah, on any other given day, CH would not hesitate to go to Madhuanta, but today it's not his day, so they will go to touch. And going back a few minutes, we saw CH number 8, Rohita, trying to do an awkward goose step and made some good yards. And that high tackle on the far corner was on Sudarshana Mututantri by Pradma Sankar. And
this time Sarachandra makes no mistake with the line out. Prasad Madhusankar, fresh legs on the field, trying to make a few meters for his team. Henry Terence aligning on the corner, and it's a turnover for Air Force. Terence was not looking at the ball, but rather the player arriving from Air Force. Now Air Force looking to make best use of this opportunity. Ball out to Idamagoda, and he will clear his team out of danger, but Henry Terence should have his eyes fixated on the ball more often. That should have been an opportunity for CHNFC.
It's the lack of intensity in this game. CH giving away possession easily. Henry Terence on that occasion not looking at where the opposition defense stood. He just put in the offload, which went straight into the hands of Iddamal Goda. And now CH have another opportunity still. Air Force not out of danger as Madhusankar put in that throw in, and now CH looking to attack from the quarterbacks. Sudarshan Muthutan, the offloads to Ryan Virakon. He's brought down. The referee sees an infringement. That's Iddamal Goda there. I think he's being sent off for a high tackle. So CH, and it's another yellow card for the skipper. In fact, it's Praveen Charles. So 2 yellow cards for the Air Force.
Yes, it looks like that's the second yellow card for Charles Praveen, so that should be the red card. I'm not sure on what the infringement is. So 2 yellow cards for Air Force.
So the referee says he's talking to the ref. So Praveen Charles is penalized for talking to the ref. And that's a big blow for Air Force. 13 men against 15 with just a little under 20 minutes to go in the game. Madhuanta will look to add the extra 3 points.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the second yellow on Praveen Charles. But instead of him leaving the field, he's currently on the sin bin. And it looks like now it has been come to the notice of the referee. Yes, and that's the red card for Charles Praveen. Very disappointing. He wouldn't have expected this game to end in this fashion for this young lad. We had some good breaks, good effort for Air Force. Brought in a good lot of momentum as well, but he will have to end his game midway in the 60th minute. So Air Force will have to play the next few minutes with 14 men.
Especially a front row forward as Madhuanta's kick sails through. So 3 more points for CHNFC as this game is slowly cruising into their control, CHNFC.
The problem here is Yusran, Air Force will now have to play with 13 men. And when Idamagura comes back to the field, it will be 14. So until for the next 10 minutes, it's going to be a very vulnerable time for Air Force. In the meantime, they have new legs coming in. Jehan Silagam, the former Anthonian centre, makes his way onto the field as well. Restarting proceedings this time.
Release tackle!
Air Force on the fringe defense now. CH not looking to clear. Instead, they're looking to run the line, and I think that's a positive move. That's Avantali there, trying to make his way. He's in the far corner, has support on the inside to the form of Sudham Surirachi, but he's brought down just before the 22 meters. CH showing some good positivity in this attacking line. Avanta sends it out to Madhuanta.
This time, Chatura Deshan makes a mess of that ball. Effort go into waste, and that should be scrum in favor of Air Force, if I'm not mistaken.
But I think first knock on by Air Force. So it's reversed. Knock on by Sudhan Surirachi. So Air Force will have a scrum just outside of the 22. CH showed some good positive rugby there. Showed what they can do through their lethal quarterbacks. And that's the kind of rugby they have to be playing more often. We saw Nishan Pereira make some good break and then send it out to Avanta Lee. He should have passed earlier to Navin Henakan Kanamage. We know he has speed and power. So the outcome of that move more or less could have ended up in a try had it gone to Henakan Kanamage. Nevertheless, CH still in a good position, although they'll be on the defense.
So looks like there's confusion in the scrum because Charles Praveen is out. So one player needs to be taken out from the scrum to allow a front row forward to join the game. And that's exactly what Air Force will do.
So their flanker, Shaminda Udayakumar, leaves the park for Kasun Mudita to make way to join that front row, and now
that's a penalty, says referee Veranga. The number 8 Sarak Veranga tried to take it a bit quickly, but missed the mark, and looks like there's going to be further trouble for CHNFC. 3 players on the ground, and this is not good signs. Taking into consideration the long season to come for the two teams we are still in the 3rd week. CSNFC already have the likes of Sadit Saranga out. He was injured in the first game.
And earlier in the first half, we saw Satya Ranatunga getting a blow, and now this time it looks like Sarat Chandra, who's on the ground.
And to the other side is Lairu Udayanga, and looks like he's going to leave the field as well. Air Force's captain.
That's not good signs for Air Force. And early on in that scrumming, you could see the mismatch. It was a clear mismatch between both the forward packs. CH showing so much power and almost turning over, but they're collapsing. Now Air Force with the line out, cleanly collected. Silegama looking for space. He goes down, but gains a few good yards.
Nuwan Pereira will need to make the best of this opportunity. The replacement prop forward tries to barge his way through this time. Doesn't find too many meters, but Johan Pereira does well to hold on. Now Charik Senurathna acting as a halfback in the place of Gayanthi Damangoda.
Madagidara, that was, he's brought down just at the halfway mark, and that's Charik Senurathna puts a cheeky kick, cleanly connected down Rod Herat.
I think he knew the penalty was coming in favor of Air Force, tried to give his wing three quarters the opportunity, but doesn't find any luck. So Air Force will have to kill time if they need to get back on their feet, because it's important that they have at least 14 men to play the next few minutes.
Air Force, their wing three quarters have not got the opportunity to stretch their hamstrings well enough. And this time Senurathna puts in a good kick, so he takes Air Force inside the CH22, and it's all in the hands of the forwards to take Air Force rather inside that CH red zone. But with the numerical advantage, it can be a tough job for Air Force to see that go through.
The throwing duties have been handed over to Kasun Mudita in the absence of their skipper, as the maul is formed for Air Force. Mudita is at the base of that rolling maul. Breaking free, Mudita needs to be supported by his teammates. Taken quickly, Nuwan Pereira. Silagama tries to break one, goes down. Pereira looking for a quick ball, goes to Johan Pereira. Pereira once again. Now out to the replacement prop forward. Johan Pereira trying to take as much as the ball carries for Air Force. And looks like the turnover, and it's a knock on in that process. Now good counter-attacking opportunity for CH, and a thumping tackle by the number 7. That was Abhishek Fernando on Anuradha Herat. Anuradha Herat was all out to send that one outside, but he was caught by surprise. Good work from Abhishek Fernando, but referee will bring back play for the initial knock-on.
That was a sloppy bit of play by Air Force there. They had it under control. Pereira switching directions. He was using his pods on both the sides, but unfortunately there, the forwards not being able to hold on to possession. And we saw Sudham Suryachi make use of that turnover.
Fresh legs coming in for CHNFC. Kushan Idunil, the former Sipatana College captain, makes his way into the centre field as Ryan Virakon is being substituted. In addition, we have Timir Aman, the former Wesleyite, making his way into the front row. So what's differentiating the two teams is that how CHNFC have their replacements in line, but Air Force have not had the best of replacements, and the replacements will need to, at this crucial time, live up to the expectation how they played early on. They are nearing the 10th final quarter of play, Yusran, and if CHNFC will need to win this one, they'll need to score at least one more try that will seal the game once and for all.
And that will be the try that will give them their bonus point, if not mistaken. Or have they already got the bonus point. Yeah, so they'll need one more try. In fact, they've already scored 4 tries. So CH will look to add insult to this Air Force injury as Sudam Surarachi ready to play the scrum, and
breaking away is Muthantri. Muthantri has Nisham Pereira in support. Pereira was outstanding in the first few minutes but has not made any real impact thereon. Now Rajapaksa trying to recycle the ball in time. And in the meantime, they've won themselves a penalty taken quickly this time. Sudam Suryaji has Sudarshana Muthantri in support. Wonderful offload from Surya Rachi. But this time around, this is not good play from CH. Turning position, back winning position again is Air Force, and Air Force
advantage.
Lose the ball in attack this time. Outside Manupriya gifting possession away, so series of errors from both sides as CH and FC will win back the ball.
There's a mock of errors there. My initial thought was if CH hadn't won that not 10 meters, but looks like CH have made a big change.
Interesting call, Yusran. Samuel Madhwanta has been taken off. Vishwa Kriyala joins the pack, and Rohit Rajapaksa is sent back to his usual fly half position. So this is going to be an interesting call. Coach Ronnie Ibrahim and Dinesh Kumar have made. Let's see how well this combination is put to use. We've never seen Samuel Madhuvan taken off in the earlier games, but this time with his kicking and his lack of control in the game, this has forced the coaching staff to take him out.
That's a good, not a steady scrum, but CH nevertheless will win the penalty. So my question is, who would take these conversions and penalty kicks if not for Madhuvanta?
Interesting to see Sudarshan Muthantri right as on the moment as they won that penalty, wanted to go for the post, didn't realize that he did not have Madhuvanta, but this time Rohit Rajapaksa making sure that he fills in that number 10 jersey correctly. Gets a lot of distance on that clearance kick, brings his team just near the 22 meter. Very well done by Rajapaksa.
Yes,
it's not always that you see a front row player going back and playing at first 5/8 to run. So very well done in the early exchanges, Rajapaksa. So let's see if CH could milk one more try just before full time.
And I'm pretty sure CH will have to go with their quarterbacks because Air Force is clearly outnumbered. Madhusankar doesn't have a clean line out, so Air Force with an opportunity to get out of jail. Without the likes of Vidyamalgoda, it's in the hands of Charit and Viratna. Not a good pass, so he will go straight into contact. Air Force still looking to get out of jail.
Good pressure in the breakdown, and this time he will take his all the time, but that kick doesn't find touch. Anuradha Herat collects that one on the counter attack. This time Navin Henakan Kanamge was not expecting that ball, and he will knock that one over. So first infringement, first error from Henakan Kanamge. Hasn't that too much of involvement in play, Navin?
Yeah, we've not seen much of him today. Just that few good takes from the restart. He's not got the opportunity to touch the touchlines like how he is used to, as we see the drizzle getting a bit stronger and stronger by the minute.
Set, steady.
Referees are not happy with the scrummaging, wants to have a quick word with the forwards. This one, it's time for us to decide the player of the match as well on this encounter. We've seen several contributions from both CH and Air Force.
Set.
We'll come back to that after this scrum. Now Pereira. Good pressure from CH in the scrum, and looks like it's a turnover. Very well done, CHNFC. Now Vishwakiriyal breaking through. Rajapaksa out to Sudasha Mutrantri, stopped in his tracks, but Navin Henakankanamage gets his space that he wants to make a run to it. Surya Arachi once again to Chatura Dilshan. This time out to Mati Sarachandra. Inside movement from looks like there's a chase to that ball. Anuradha Heras will not get there, and that ball goes in to touch. And in the meantime, there has been a knock on from Anuradha Heras' hand. So Air Force will get the feed on to that scrum. We've seen several stoppages in this game. It has not been continuous affair. CH and Air Force are both guilty for the same offences over and over again. But it's
but in that occasion, I think Rajapaksa had the right intentions. He saw the space, but it's just that the kick wasn't timed well enough. Nevertheless, Air Force yet again find themselves inside their own 22, having to get out of trouble. Just under 5 minutes remaining in the clock. And
Steady.
Pereira with the put in. 7 men, keep in mind, Air Force having 7 men with the Malgoda. Sends it to Senaviratna, who is
this time around Air Force. Don't think they have too much in the offense. They'll need to run from their side as well, and that's exactly what they do. Kaushal Manupriya goes for the try line. Surya Krishan knocking that ball in the process of doing so, and the referee will bring back play for the initial infringement, but looks like there's another injury concern for Air Force. Coming back to the player of the week, player of the match, first of all, we've seen several contributions, but the CR, in fact the CH second and third rows have been impressive for me, Yusran. Nivanga Prasad, although he's not on the field at the moment, his contribution to CSNFC's tries and in terms of defense have been extremely impressive.
I agree, Inshaf. Looks like although Nivanka Prasad is not has been taken off, his contribution throughout that first 60 minutes was outstanding. So I think
Nivanka Prasad wouldn't have done that without his second rows. Chatura Dilshan and Mati Sarachandra, often unspoken names in the CH line, but those two players have been impressive. Just that the CH team as a whole will need to get their act together. They'll need to stop giving away unwanted penalties and commit unwanted infringements. And if they do that, I think the CH team is going to be an unstoppable side in this Dialog Rugby League. Still looking for their first win. And I think if the clock goes to right and if CH play their cards right, I think they've got themselves their first win for this Dialog Rugby League season.
Definitely. And looks like this Surya Krishan facing a bit of trouble. He might be stretched off the field.
This is dangerous and this is not a good sign for Air Force as well. Coming up next week, we have some exciting clashes as the Dialog Rugby League will go into an important weekend in Kandy. Kandy Sports Club will be playing CR and FC. Last 2 years, if you had told me about this encounter, I would have said it would have been going in favor of Kandy all along. But this year, things have changed. The dimension of the league has changed. CR and FC are out to come out with a purpose, and they are coming out with all intentions to win at Nithavala.
Looking at it on paper and looking at the past games, so Kandy versus Police, Kandy's win wasn't that convincing, but when CR played against Police, we saw what CR is really capable of. They scored 4 tries in the first half in quick succession, and taking a look back, looks like CR have a better chance of beating the mighty Kandy at Nithavala.
I will not take the chances out of Candy Usran at any point. They are a composed team. They know what they're doing, and hopefully they could get there. Right. In the meantime, Air Force looking for that consolation try. Intisham Zalli is also on the field, and that's a forward pass. Forward passes will not be new games, nor tries or opportunities as referee Veranga will bring back play for the penalty. So all what's worth for Air Force now is to try and get themselves some points on board, and if they could get their points in quick succession, and if they could close the gap, the deficit gap to within 7 points, that means that they will have themselves a bonus point as well.
Yes, and these bonus points will be crucial coming towards the end of the league. So every point counts, and Air Force know that for sure, as Charit Sen Ratna puts a good boot to the ball and brings Air Force inside or right in the 22 mark.
10 minutes please, 10.
Good opportunity for Air Force. Might be the last.
Tilna Bandara once again has been very reliable in that line out and in the rolling maul. He has been an impressive player to look out and a wonderful prospect for Sri Lanka rugby as well, as Air Force look for that try and illegally taken out Prasad Mansankar. Referee will bring back play for the penalty. Final few minutes of the game. I think this game is done and dusted. The final match game for match week 3 comes to an end. What are your thoughts, Yusran? Who can be our standout, the PapAre standout players for the week? We've seen several contributions, but nothing too substantial from any of the two players. But for me, someone who impressed was Kavindu Pereira, finally taking control of that CSNFC backline. I heard Niluf Ibrahim saying that their backline stood up and impressed. And that's how Kavindu Pereira anchored that backline in that CR Police game.
I agree, and you literally read my mind. I've had Kavindu Pereira in mind, and his performance that day at the Police game was quite impressive. Scored 2 brilliant tries and showed what he's capable of. And now, in the meantime, Air Force slowly enter that red zone of CHNFC, and now this might be their final opportunity to score some points.
The final move for the weekend. Let's see if this move can go in and get converted in the form of points, as Tilna Bandara does well to hold on to that loose ball. The forwards are aligning for Air Force. Now the number 8 breaks through for Air Force, but they'll need to make it quick. They'll need to not lose position. If they lose position, that means that the game is done and dusted. Johan Pereira goes into contact.
Almost losing position there with a knock forward, but fortunately it was a knockback, and now still on their feet, the Airmen trying to marshal forward.
Madagedara with that carry. Referee has his hand up, so we'll anyway have another passage of play for the penalty if this does not get transformed into a try. This time
there was Padma Sankar there, cutting back inside from the far corner, and now Pereira tries to barge forward and he scores the consolation try for Air Force, and that's exactly what they were looking for, but it's a little too late. Nevertheless, they will take everything coming their way. We see there Veranga signaling that it's the end of full time, so after this conversion, that will be it, as CH secure their first win in the 3 weeks.
I think that should, regardless of the way they played, that should liven up the spirits of CHNFC. They've been to a rough patch. They've lost 2 games by a matter of just 1 point to run. So that should liven up the spirits. We saw, interesting to say, last night in the game against Fiji, France, Ben Bolabola, although they had got a penalty after they won the game at full time, wanted to go for the points. Surprising call. In fact, usual captains will want to play it out and celebrate victory, as this time this kick sails through. Charit Seniratna makes no mistake in his first attempt at goal, and that should be the game. CHNFC will be very happy at the end of the day to take this win home. I think last year as well, it took them 3 long weeks for their first victory, and it has taken the same amount of time this year as well.
But to be honest, Inshaf, I think their performances in the past 2 weeks were quite better than this one today, CHNFC. They came with a new starting lineup and they managed to win this game. So
there you go. That should be a new beginning for CH as well in this Dialog Rugby League. Once again, they have a new team with themselves, and it's the first time that this new team has won it in this Dialog Rugby League. They won mind you, they are the defending winners of the Sevens tournament as well. And there you go, that's the full-time confirmation. 26 points to 18, CHNFC going home for their first win at Racecourse.
The Airmen will have to go back and look at this game on Monday. Coach Ferretti Verbula will have to share his opinions, and especially with the discipline of the Airmen. Charles Pravin with a red card and Iddamal Goda with a yellow. So, and there you go, you can see CH 2 penalties, 4 tries to just the 2 by Air Force, and 1 conversion to none by CH. So player of the match, Nivanka Prasad, he had a good run and he will hope to continue that form next week.
Up next, we have some interesting clashes on our hands in this Dialog Rugby League. All exclusive pictures coming to you on a #1 sports hub, ThePapare.com, Police Sports Club, playing Havelock Sports Club. Shouldn't be an encounter that should be taken lightly. And then we have Air Force playing Navy. Navy looks a bit wounded after their defeat against CR and Havelock, so it will be a perfect opportunity maybe for Air Force to bring in that surprise element to the Sailors playing at Rathmalana. It's not easy to play at Rathmalana. Then we have Army CH. Another encounter, this time playing at Police Park. CH will be very worried and they'll need to get themselves right, looking at their injury concerns as well. And then we move on to Nithawala for the clash of the week, Yuzran. Candy Sports Club hosting CRNF. That's going to be a cracker of an encounter, mind you. It's going to be an encounter where the best of the league clashes, and all action will be coming to you on your #1 sports hub, ThePapare.com. Meanwhile, during the week, you can catch up our weekly segments. The breakdown comes to you on every Tuesday at 6:30. Rugby PTA, the singular version of the rugby analysis show that we carry on our ThePapare.com on Tuesday as well. And then we have the Try of the Week segment comes to you on every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. So that wraps up our proceedings for Match Week 3. On behalf of Yusran Lantra and myself, Inshaf Kafur, signing out for ThePapare.com. Have a pleasant evening.
Crescent Mini Keeves. Try it. Love it. The original Mini Keeves, only from Crescent.
Breeder Fast Pulsar NS160 with wider tyres and twin disc brakes from DRL Motor Company Private Limited.
Sophisticated selection of Yardley, London.
Crunchy munchy.
Fiery Kochi.
Crescent Kochi Bites. Try it. Love it. The original Kochi Bites, only from Crescent.